Have you ever felt the sharp sting of betrayal from someone you trusted deeply? That feeling, your heart was shattered and you couldn't even begin to understand how it happened? What if I told you that betrayal doesn't just break your trust, it can also silence your inner power and disconnect you from your own feminine energy? In this episode, we're diving deep into how emotional betrayal can cause us to shut down, and more importantly, how you can heal and reclaim your true power. Imagine this: Jane, a successful woman who's always been the rock for her friends and family, suddenly finds herself blindsided by someone she loved and trusted. She felt crushed, like a part of her soul had been ripped away. She began questioning everything, especially her ability to trust herself. But here's the twist: she didn't just heal, she thrived. And today, I'm sharing how you can do the same. Welcome back to Ask Cindy, where we dive into the real stuff, your deepest emotions, spiritual healing, and your path to self mastery. If you're new here, I'm Cindy, and I'm so glad you've joined me today. Now, I want to ask you something. How do you respond when someone you trust betrays you? Do you retreat, shut down, or do you fight back? And what if that betrayal feels like it's not just against you, but a deep violation of your very essence as a woman? Betrayal, especially from someone close, can wound us on a level that goes beyond the surface. And for women, it can feel like an assault on our feminine energy. We begin to doubt ourselves, our worth, and our ability to trust. This is where many of us shut down, not just emotionally, but spiritually, creatively, and energetically. It's like we've lost the key to our own power. I want you to think about this for a moment. What does it feel like when you shut down? When you retreat into yourself, afraid to let others in, afraid of being vulnerable again? For Jane, that's exactly what happened. She had been the one everyone relied on, the one who gave without expecting anything in return. But after the betrayal, she felt so disconnected from herself. Her sense of purpose, her energy, they were drained like a battery that had been left to die. But the good news? Healing is possible, and I'm here to guide you through the process. First, let's talk about what happens to our feminine energy when we experience betrayal. As women, we are naturally designed to nurture, give, and connect. But betrayal, especially emotional betrayal, creates a rupture in this flow. It forces us to close off, to become defensive, and to lock away parts of ourselves. This can lead to a depletion of our creative and sexual energy, and even affect our self-worth. But this shutdown doesn't have to be permanent. Here's how we start to heal. First things first, acknowledge the pain. The first step to healing is acknowledging that betrayal hurt. It's okay to feel that pain. We often want to push it down, deny it, or avoid it altogether. But boy, is that a recipe for disaster. It creates chaos in your life. You see, the world is a reflective mirror of yourself, of your internal state, and that's what you see outside. So if you've suppressed something, it's going to create madness outside of yourself. So, little tip, don't do this. When we suppress our feelings, we prevent ourselves from fully healing as well. So take a moment to let yourself feel. It is not a weakness, it's actually the beginning of your strength. Step two, forgiveness does not mean forgetting. Forgiving doesn't mean that you're excusing the behavior or forgetting what happened. It means you're choosing to release the hold it has on your heart. I know this is one of the hardest parts about the healing journey, but it's essential for reclaiming your power. You see, a lot of times when we experience this sort of thing, we feel a lot of anger and remorse, and we tend to beat ourselves up and this kind of thing. But the thing about that is that we internalize this, and eventually this even turns into illnesses. Illnesses like fibroids, cancers, UTIs. I mean, you name it, it shows up. These illnesses become headaches, stomach and digestive issues, thyroid issues, immune issues. So, in essence, by not forgetting and for not letting go, we're actually weakening ourselves and enabling illness to top it off. So, when we say it's not about them, it's about us, I truly mean that. It's that old analogy that holding on to something by not letting it go, by not forgiving it is in essence drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. A lot of times these folks, they move on with their lives because they don't realize the consequence of their actions until karma gets them, and karma will get them. This is law. Whatever we do gets recorded by our subconscious. This runs on autopilot. You don't need to do anything. You don't have to lift a finger. I promise you, it will always catch up with the person and the individual. But by not letting go and by holding on to this energy, what you're actually doing is harm to yourself. All right. Third step, reconnecting with your feminine energy. You were born with an incredible well of strength, creativity, and intuition. The key to healing is reconnecting with that energy. Start by doing things that nourish you. Take care of your body, nurture your soul, honor your intuition. This is how you begin to heal from within. You guys remember Jane, right? She was able to reclaim her power by going within, understanding her emotions, and reconnecting with herself on a deeper level. She learned to forgive, not just the person who betrayed her, but also herself for letting it happen. And slowly she began to remember her worth, trust her intuition again, and move forward with clarity and confidence. A lot of the times, you guys, these things happen to us so we can learn, so we know what to look out for. And that's important too. So you're not forgetting, but you're definitely not letting it hinder you. So my question for you is, are you ready to reclaim your feminine power? Are you ready to stop letting past betrayals define your future and start healing today? I know this is not easy, and it's okay to take your time. But as we wrap up today's episode, I want you to remember this. Your power is always with you. It might feel hidden or dormant right now, but it's there, waiting for you to reclaim it. How are you going to start your healing journey today? What's the one thing you can do right now to reconnect with your true self? Share your thoughts with me in the comments. And if you're ready for more healing tips, check out the links in the description below for my guided meditations that can help you release emotional pain and step into your full power. Always feel free to book a session with me on my website as well. I specialize in healing trauma. I don't dwell on it. I want to fix it. That makes me different as a therapist, I think. So please feel free to do so. And again, thanks for joining me today. Remember, your journey to reclaiming your feminine power begins now. I'm Cindy, and I'll see you in the next episode. Namaste.